This is why we can't have nice things. That's why we can't have nice things. I just spent 5 minutes going back and forth. And only two-wheel drive, mind you, but 5 minutes trying to get out of this little spot, this little hill where it's muddy. Oh, good Lord. Hello everybody, Durzo here. Well, finally had a little bit of time to start doing something on this. If you look in the other videos, some of the door cards were still on. It's two-piece ones on this, so driver and passenger one finally off. The rest of the passenger one, I should say, is finally off. So that means, other than needing to drill out that annoying little thing so I can get this one off, to be able to get that leg off, the inside is gutted. It is done. To take off that e-brake there, that bracket is actually holding the mechanism of the bracket. There's actually holding that bit of wiring. It goes to the rear window defroster, etc. Tail lights, and so on and so forth, separate sub harness. Then there's that going through the firewall. I'm going to be deleting this heater box, and this is going to be in no way, shape, or form ever driven anything but summertime. So really, I don't need a ton of heat blasting. AC, sort of the because race car mentality is what's going on. So I looked up a company called Vintage Air, and they make a very small heater core with its own sort of built-in controls and that. None of this. These are actually all vacuum diaphragms to actuate the mode doors. And as you can kind of see, that's not actually wiring. That is vacuum lines. So it's just, this thing, it's an awful lot of work. It's an AC car with AC that doesn't work, and the AC that the system's designed for, you can't use anymore. It's illegal. So I'd have to retrofit it, and that's just a whole bunch of work and hassle and stuff for something that really takes up a lot of room. It's ugly, it's heavy, and really, even in that, in the summer, like, unless it's a wicked hot day, I don't use the AC. So I'd rather just put the windows down and cruise. So that's going to free up a lot of space. So that's the next sort of step is to get that out and move. Tip: buy baggies. Definitely buy baggies and Sharpies. Label everything you take out and take pictures. All kinds of pictures. So you remember where every little piece goes back in, because there's a lot of them. Alright. Yeah, if you look, I mean, there's the blower fan. 1,000,000 tons of wiring. I mean, that's all giant here because of the AC unit. I've already gotten most of it out. The condenser and all that's all out. The evaporator is in here along with the heater core. So I mean, you get a block off plate that takes, I'll see if I can stay far enough back and kind of point it out, all from there all the way down and around. That all disappears, and it cleans up the engine bay so much. And that Vintage Air unit should fit just fine where just the internal mode doors were, and crank out more than enough heat for defogging a window, or on a night where it's a 15 to 10 degree night sort of thing, and you're a little chilly, should be more than enough to get some air going in there. So yeah, that's the next thing is this hood goes away, goes over there. This front clip, I found instructions on that for Monte Carlos, etc. And all the bolts and everything should be the same. That let you take this whole front clip off as one big assembly. So that'll just be lifted up and I'll set it right here in front. That'll give me access to everything else I need to get out of the way, including access to the front frame horns to take care of any of the body mounts, etc, etc, etc. And obviously to be able to get that heater box actually out and get that block off plate in. Also should make getting the wiring that is jammed back in there, aka that, much easier to get out. So that's the next plan for this. And you see if I can get a friend or two to lend me a hand with getting the hood and the front clip out, because I really don't want to be paying for a new windshield, because there's nothing wrong with this one. When I take this hood off, and of course I can't move this clip myself, there's no way. But yeah, that's the plans for that. Actually, I'm just gonna cut here. I briefly mentioned it there when I was trying to open the hood, that label everything. Keep everything together in little baggies and that, Ziploc baggies, because there's just so much stuff. But let me just cut and I'll show you down in a little workshop there, and it's not even the full interior that's down there, and you'll see what I mean. Alright, forgive the color, but the walls and that, but yeah, so that's just seat pads. Let's see if I can get this to try to focus here, maybe get a little light on for us. There we go. Yeah. There is a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot. You wouldn't think that there's that much stuff inside just for the interior of a vehicle, but all these little pieces, all these little screws. I mean, like even this, like just three little screws, that's it, right? And headlight switch. They're what behind that panel. Into those holes, those screws go, and it's there. It's organized. I don't have to be hunting. Wait, what's the right size? Am I screwing up the threads that are already in there? The little insert. Am I messing all that up? What's going on? There's no worrying about running to a parts store, trying to dig through bins of screws and stuff. It's just there. I've got it. It's organized. So yeah, definitely keep your projects organized and invest in Sharpies, because they are a godsend. Oh, the other reason why I'm not worried about that vintage air fitting, somebody before me, when they did the retrofit, yeah, there's no glove box. There's the door, there's no glove box. They're using that for PCM and extra wiring. So there's no way that that's not fitting in there. But yeah. Alright, well, that's a little update on the Lemans. Any luck, I'll be showing you what that frame actually looks like underneath that front clip and whatnot soon. And I'll give you another update then. And cheers for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.